As promised, we're on with Boy George, who with the Culture Club is coming to Mohegan Sun Arena on March 1st. Hi, George. How are you?
Fantastic. We had our first show in Tampa last night, which was beautifully chaotic.
I'm sure it was. Now, you were at the Hard Rock last night, right?
Yeah. And, sometimes on the first night you have to kind of warn the audience that there will be a few things that go wrong. And surprisingly, it was me that made the mistake.
That's usually the way it goes.
Blamed everyone else, though.
That does lead me to a question. You've been doing this for decades, right? And first of all, I've got to start out by saying, in the 80s, I was programming radio, and I had called you the breakout artist of the 80s because you just stood out, and we all know why. And it was visual, it was MTV, and it was so fantastic, and we thank you for the body of work. But it's a new day, so let's talk about the difference between first night jitters in the 80s and today. You still get them, right?
Oh, I don't get jitters,
okay.
No, because I'm a much more confident beast these days. I have a much more kind of enjoyable time playing live, so it's never an ordeal. Back in the day when I was younger and I had no experience, it was a bit intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
But, I've been doing it for a long time, so I don't get nerves, but I always want the show to be the best show. I want everyone to leave in a good mood. And one of the great things about the internet, and things like Instagram, is that we get instant responses and people share what they feel, they post clips, and so it's a different type of world. You don't have to wait for the nasty review.
Right. So you're not an artist opposed to the cell phones in the arena, and because that's become an even bigger thing now, that the artists want the people to be in the moment and not making videos, and some artists are like you, saying, hey, get it up there and let's all share it.
Yeah, I went through a brief period of getting annoyed with cameras, and then I decided it wasn't helpful because you can't stop it, and why should people have to, put their phones away? I went to a show, I went to see Adele, took my phone away, and I wasn't going to film it. It's not something I do when I go to a concert. I concentrate, but when I'm performing, I don't, because, fans post videos for other fans who can't be there.
Yeah.
Kids in other countries. So I just think, rock and roll isn't about being post-haste. I would say don't bring your phone to school, but to a rock concert, you want to have memories, and you just don't want to do anything that makes the audience feel uncomfortable, like they can't enjoy themselves. It's their gig,
Yeah, so you have this tour. It's a new tour, just started last night. And, of course, Amazing and Letting Things Go, are dropping. Or did they already drop? They dropped, right?
They dropped and charted everywhere, which was lovely, all over the world.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And the show, I guess, is something old, something new, something forest, something blue. We pick out tracks from our own musical history. We do a version of London Calling by the Clash. We do a Bowie song, we do our hits, we do, some new things. But we never say these are new things because I don't really believe in new music.
Right.
Because I think Culture Club writes in a very kind of traditional, pop-tastic way. We always write a good hook.
Yeah, I was asking, though, with the new songs dropping, how does the energy change on the song, recording it versus doing, because you've been doing those songs live and now they're recorded, so was there a different energy in the studio, obviously, right, than when live?
Yeah, but I think live it's another level. And I think especially now with everything that's going on, the internet and the way that people sort of receive music, the one place where you can be 1,000% authentic is in a live show.
Right, and the live
so
show...
live shows have become much more significant, I think, for bands like Culture Club.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the players, Roy is still... You guys have been together forever, and Teresa gets big accolades when she's on stage with you. Merle, and tell us a little bit about the players, what people can expect with the energy when they go to the show with these great, talented musicians, multi-talented musicians.
Yeah, we have a great drummer called Jermaine White, who replaced John, and Natalie Palmer, Vangelis Polydoro, a great keyboard player called Carme Caruso, which is the best name any keyboard player can have, and James Gardner Bateman, who's an amazing sax player, and a young girl we have now, another extra guitarist called Hattie Moran, who's absolutely outstanding. So we are definitely backed up by some, really, really quality musicians.
You do have quite an entourage on stage. It's a big stage show. Big presence.
Yeah, we bring a lot of people. It costs a lot of money.
You know what? And we want to tell people there's still tickets available for March 1st, Mohegan Sun Arena. You were just there a couple of years ago, and tickets are available at Ticketmaster or MoheganSun.com. George, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Bring the joy because I'll be bringing my joy.
Absolutely. Can you hang on one sec? I'll be right back.